What's up, everyone? We are here in the Jurassic room, and today I'm going to be making a massive reorganization of my collection just to give me a little bit more space for some stuff coming in and to also display some of my Monsterverse stuff a little better. So let me show you all what I'm going to do. So my first plan of attack is to move all of these Prime 1 Studios boxes to a new location so that I have this entire area here for a shelf. And as you can see behind the boxes, there's actually a pegboard that sticks through. So I was planning on hanging some of my Monsterverse toys up there to make it look much, much cooler. And I was eventually going to move this shelf into that corner and then hang toys above it to make it look really, really cool. But let me go ahead and get some of this stuff moved and we'll take a look at what it's looking like. So the space is now clear and it looks pretty good and really spacious for what I'm trying to do. So now it's time to get this shelf moved over there. All right, so now the shelf is moved into the corner. So what I'm gonna do is take some of it off the shelf to do a little bit of reorganizing so it looks a little bit better, and then we will check the result. Okay, so I got it reorganized on the shelves. I got a bunch of the toys hung up on the pegboards, which looks really, really cool. And I also have the empty display right here now so that I can hang more toys on there. What I'm actually gonna do is take all of my hangable Spider-Man toys and get them all on this cart so that this whole corner right here in my collection room can be like my non-Jurassic collecting corner, because I think that is pretty cool. So let me go ahead and get some more stuff hung up on these pegs. So now we got a bunch of Spider-Man figures and stuff put up too. And I'm thinking that this corner looks really, really cool. I'm really digging how I'm able to display my toys way better here. So as you can see, I got a bunch of Marvel Legends and stuff on the sides. And on the front here, a bunch of the higher end figures up top. And then it perfectly displays around the whole corner of my Spidey / Monsterverse area, which looks really, really cool. Now I've got a little bit more reorganizing to do and a little bit more stuff that I got to get into this corner, along with figuring out where these Prime 1 boxes are going to go. So let me get a little bit more done and then we'll check the results. So as I was about to start finishing up everything that I was modifying, I thought to myself, this looks really cool, but it could look way cooler, and I had this idea. I thought, what if I actually moved this shelf and display, bought new pegboards, and actually pegboarded the entire walls like I've done in the main portion of the Jurassic room, so that this stuff could be hung all in this corner and make it look much cooler and much more visible. So with that being said, I really like this new idea I have. So let's head to Lowe's and let's go get some supplies. All right, so we made it to Lowe's. Let's head inside and get our supplies. All right, so now we're heading into Lowe's to get the pegboards. All right, so now I am getting the pegboards cut. Pegboards are ready to get them back to the Jurassic room. So we got the pegboards into the Jurassic room, so now let me start installing them on the wall. All right, so pegboards are now installed, and I think this actually looks really, really nice. Now the next step is to actually break down this shelf to where it's half size, kind of like these shelves here, so that it can fit right in this area here. So let me go ahead and fix up the shelf so we can take a look at it. All right, so shelf is reassembled. Spider-Man is in the corner, and I'm thinking this looks absolutely great. But as you can all see, I've got a serious mess on my hands. So now let me go ahead and get some organizing and get this piece of the Jurassic room closer to done. Okay, so after hours of work, I am exhausted, but I am finally done. So here is what it looks like. Bam! It looks amazing. I could literally not be more happy with it. I made just enough space for all of my Spider-Man figures and stuff hung up on the wall here, all the way to the perfect space to have my life-size Spider-Man in the corner. And then on the left side of the wall, we've got all kinds of Monsterverse awesomeness, which comes down to onto the shelf. the second layer of the shelf, and then the bottom layer of the shelf is just a crap ton of Spider-Man stuff that I had in the other room. So I am super, super happy with how this looks. Is way better than the original design. I hope y'all agree with me. Now, what I did with all of the Prime 1 boxes, we've got them all over here and stacked up in this room. And this also gives me a lot more room if I move stuff in the future or out of these corners and these mattresses and all this stuff. Then when I get new statues, I can keep the boxes in here and not have to worry about space. So I am super happy with how everything turned out. I am super happy with how this turned out, and I really have no complaints. As you can see it behind me, it looks really, really cool, and I couldn't be any happier with the result. Y'all let me know down in the comments below if you like how I reorganized my collection here, because I am super happy with it, and I hope that all of you enjoy it as much as I do. The Jurassic fun doesn't have to end here, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and in my Discord server. The links are all in the description below. Check out more awesome Jurassic content here.